Hello, I will talk about the 2023 Israeli judicial reform. The reform consists of 4 parts. The first part of the reform is about the disqualification of laws, and it says that the Knesset will be able to reenact a law that was enacted and was disqualified by the Supreme Court. And also it says that the court will not be able to discuss at all about fundamental laws. And also the first part of the reform says that in order to disqualify a law, you will need to discuss the disqualification in the Supreme Court with a full composition of the Supreme Court, and only in the Supreme Court. It must be with all its 15 judges, and the decision of the disqualification must be passed at least in 80% of the judges that discuss the disqualification. So that was the second part of the reform. That was the first part of the reform. The second part of the reform is about the appointment of judges. And it says that the majority of the committee of the selection of judges will be from the coalition. Okay? And the third part of the reform is about the cancellation of the reasonable cause. And it actually says that you will not be able to cancel an instruction according to the cancellation, according to the reasonable cause, because the reasonable cause actually is cancelled. And the fourth part of the reform is about the legal advisors. And it says that the opinion of the legal advisors will not be binding for the government, but it rather will be mere recommendation. And that the legal advisors will be subordinate to the ministers themselves and not to the specialists of the Justice Ministry. Thank you very much.